Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all so much for all your support. I love y'all. But today we're going to be talking about how you spend way too much money on a Glock 17. It in all its glory, Glock 17. Alright, so first off, you could purchase a Glock for roughly around 500 bucks. I know you can get the blue label, but I just searched it online real quick. A Glock 17 Gen 4 for about 500 bucks. So that's going to be your baseline. Moving on from there, you're going to have to go send your slide out to a slide cutting or slide milling company. So this is it in all its glory. Dynamic Weapon Solution Mark III Reaper. Again, it's from Dynamic Weapon Solution and they are in Huntington Beach, California. You have to send your slide to them. They have a few pre-cut slides, but for this one, I sent my slide to them and they were able to do all of this wonderful America type stuff. I got an RMR cut. They do whatever you want. I got some chevrons on top, window cut, window cut, window cut, and they're marking right here. Very, very tasteful. And I just got in their black Cerakote and it's been holding up pretty well. So that's going to run you $250 to get your slide cut like this. So what I had to do was I had to take my slide off, break everything down, take the back plate off, pull the firing pin out, pull the channel liner out. Everything was stripped and I sent it FedEx. So that was $75. So for the slide, 75 plus 250, we're looking at about $325. Moving on from there, I sent my frame off to DEFCON 3 and he's out of San Antonio. Actually, I didn't send it to them. I drove it to San Antonio because I used to live in Texas for about 3 years. I drove it down there, dropped it off and said, hey, it'd be really nice if you could just get this done. I don't really have a time frame. I'm going to be gone for about 4 months, so just give me a call when it's ready. And this is going to be their Alpha 1 package with their one color Cerakote. So this is going to be pretty jaw-dropping to you, but I dropped $450 on the frame. Again, this was a standard Glock 17 frame, and I drove it down to San Antonio to get it to look like this beauty right here. Now, generally what you'd have to do is, again, spend about $75 to ship this to said person, to stipple and Cerakote. But again, I dropped it off. You got a Surefire X300 right here, and those aren't very special. Everybody knows about Surefire X300s. They have a new one out. It's supposed to be more lumens. I have the old one. I have the alpha version that just slides on there. And those off Optics Planet are about $266. I really like these lights a lot. I have them on multiple handguns. I'll definitely be purchasing more. Hopefully I'll purchase one of the new variants in the future. After that, what I did was I bought an Apex trigger. Just because I wanted to test out different types of triggers and see what they're all about. This trigger right here cost me 140 bucks. Do I think it's the best trigger in the world? No. Do I think it's better than a standard Glock trigger? Yes. It looks pretty cool, so I'm satisfied with it. Again, it was 140 bucks. Moving on from there, looking at the sights. So when you get your RMR on here, you're going to need some suppressor height sights so you can actually co-witness. The only thing that I actually wish I would have done was got blacked out rear because I just feel like it's too busy in the window. I have a front tritium, rear tritium, and the dot. That's a lot going on in the window. Those will generally cost you about 75 bucks off of Amazon. Those are, again, Mariglo, the RMR. There's a lot of other optics out there that are relatively cheaper. This one You know, I've heard so many good things about it. This is a bomb-proof optic, military contracts. I went ahead and went with the RMR from the get-go. And this optic, just the way it is generally about $494. So let's just say $500 for the optic. Pretty expensive, but well worth the money. I had to go ahead and get a Taran Tactical base pad here. I just think it looks pretty awesome. I have a bunch of Glock mags, but I only have one Taran Tactical base pad. Just adds to the aesthetics of the gun. So this is my Glock 17 in all its glory. I spent a lot of money on this gun from the get-go. I think there's a lot of companies out there that do aftermarket Glocks really, really well, but they didn't come out until recently. So this is my take on a Gucci Glock 17. Do I think I spent a little bit too much money on it? Absolutely. The firearm, all the accessories, and everything we just talked about. So I spent $2,369 on this firearm, roughly, somewhere around there. So I have a $2,000 gun here. I think it's awesome. I really, really love it. Everybody that picks it up love it. The grip's recontoured. Everything is just, it doesn't feel like a standard blocky Glock. So that's how much I spent on it. If you're willing to spend that much on it, more power to you. But this is my Gucci Glock 17. I love y'all. Peace.